service costs your company nothing, and yet it has the greatest ability to affect the overall success of the company? So what is extraordinary service? Extraordinary service is the unexpected. It's the little things. It's the extra and the unexpected that comes from you. It's not anything that you can put on paper. It's not anything that you can write down as a standard. It's you that makes the difference. You're the extra in extraordinary. I want to share with you my little extra story. There was a lady, her name was Gladys. She had just moved into our facility, and we all worked super hard to make sure that her transition and her experience was seamless. She was showered with love and attention. Every detail was covered. The family was frankly stunned by this and said, I suppose you have a turn-down service as well. And I said, well, you know what, we don't, but we sure could. In fact, we could even leave a mint on your pillow. Gladys said, a Kit Kat would be my favorite. That was my cue to implement my little extra. So I ran down to the vending machine and I bought a Kit Kat. I went up to her apartment, I turned down her bed, folded back the covers, and I left a Kit Kat on her pillow. I never said another word about it. I listened to what the customer had asked for, and I did it. I did the unexpected. I did that little extra, and that's all it takes for extraordinary customer service. Now I'd like to share with you a few examples of what you can do to implement that little extra. When customers are looking for something in your facility, take them to the location they're seeking. Don't just point. When finishing a task with any customer, always ask them, is there anything else I can do for you today? You're extending that gesture of wanting to help. Seek out your teammates and inquire if they need assistance. A team that works together will celebrate success together. Don't wait for them to ask you for help, but you might go to your teammates and say, is there anything I can help you with today? I got done with my tasks a little early. Support each other on your good days and your bad days. And oftentimes I think it's more important to support each other on a bad day than a good one. Everybody needs support once in a while. A few more little extras for extraordinary customer service include participating with residents in their activities. Or perhaps you could share the newspaper with them and a cup of coffee. Engage in a conversation that's normal. Offer to put together a puzzle. Or perhaps offer to help a resident send a card to a loved one. That gesture is very important, and that shows that you care. You went that extra mile in extraordinary customer service. Offer a hand or a shoulder massage to the residents. That feeling of touch is very important. You can also take time to put on a little makeup, apply nail polish, style their hair perfectly, or even add jewelry. It makes us feel special. Take time to have the resident outside for a stroll, whether it's in their wheelchair or a walk. Having sunshine and fresh air makes everybody feel good, so take that time to provide that little extra for the resident. Don't ask somebody to do something you wouldn't do yourself. It's always important to look at each other as friends, as co-workers, and as peers, and not look down on people. And that includes not delegating tasks or asking somebody to do something simply because you don't want to do it or it's not a glamorous job. Have fun at work. Laugh with your co-workers, and when appropriate, involve the customers in your pleasure. I was at a restaurant not that long ago and was completely mesmerized by the laughter that abounded from the staff that worked there. And it was a great environment to eat dinner in. Take your job seriously, but not yourself seriously. This is all part of that little extra that makes ordinary customer service extraordinary. When strange and unusual things happen at work, laugh about it. Hospital regulations require a wheelchair for patients being discharged. However, when I was working as a nursing assistant, I found one elderly gentleman already dressed and sitting on the bed with a suitcase at his feet, who insisted he didn't need my help to leave the hospital. After a chat about rules being rules, he reluctantly let me wheel him into the elevator. On the way down to the car, I asked him if his wife would be meeting him. "Well, I don't know," he said. "She's still upstairs in the bathroom, changing out of her hospital gown." When strange and unusual things happen, laugh about it. And when appropriate, as it was in this case, involve your customers in your pleasure. Earlier, I shared with you my Kit Kat story. What's your story? What's that little extra that comes from you? Each time you do that little extra, I assure you, you'll feel great. Even if nobody notices it, you'll feel good inside. Don't settle for ordinary or what is expected customer service. Although we expect you to deliver the ordinary, take the time to strive for the extraordinary. Seek out opportunities to be a leader in extraordinary customer service and demand it of those you work with. I guarantee that the intangible rewards will be great. And if you apply what you've learned today, you will be a winner. Remember, the difference between ordinary customer service and extraordinary customer service is that little extra. And that extra comes from you. I'd like to thank you for your time and attention today and allowing me to have some fun with you. When you're ready, please take your assessment.